about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Ready. Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first as they bring him down at the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at 3 and 2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll get this one complete to Atwell. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On play action, here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Tua. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. In motion left comes Williams. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd down, a run was strong. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They'll run on 1st down. T. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down now. T. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. T. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, T. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Looking deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
He's going to keep this again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try to defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Herbert off of play action. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Ready, set.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Six. Mega.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines, but incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Ready.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Charger drive about to get going. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. T, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert eluding the pressure right. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, the secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On third down, Teague. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. From the 22, Tua. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
This time they stay on the ground, and he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Williams, a man in motion right. The final shot before the break for Herbert. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? Here's Pierre Strong to return it from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Tua sets up to pass it. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Sanders' kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. From the end zone, it's Strong. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On 2nd and 12, Herbert. Right side and caught by Kohler. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first down, Teague. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 61 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Tutu Atwell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Chargers 7, Dolphins 3. Dustin Hopkins the kickoff for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Ready?
From the gun, it's Tua. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. They'll run on first down. T. Room here to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Finds his man. It's Kohler. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert rolling to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
In motion left comes Williams. They'll try the left side. T. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, T. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. This will get the lead up to 7. Hopkins' kick is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
Ready up.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua being hit, and the ball is out. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he goes out right around the 39. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Got his target. That's Kohler. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. On 1st down, Teague. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Steps away to his left. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all...
And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score Chargers 17, Dolphins 3. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Meanwhile, Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Tua going to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 2 big plays in succession, and the Dolphins on the move. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Ready?
Tua to try again on 2nd down. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 24-yard line.
Ready.
Tua to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick, and the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Here's Herbert. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down now. Teague. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as good running gets him to about the 44. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Touchdown! Christian Watson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score. Chargers 24. Dolphins 3. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. The 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Miami.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the